beat.
Yo, chill, sharp, this shit is fire, nigga. Shorty, what up? Connecticut. Back to Queens, y'all niggas, man. Back to Queens.
I really saw a ghost, it was Styles P. 981 lower, it was Max B. Threw some armor on the cars, now it's level 3. You ain't gotta kiss the ring, but you gon' take a knee. You love me, but you don't even know me. If I was gangbanging, I'd be your favorite homie. Heading out of town, you gon' want me as your roadie. On your way to trial, you gon' want me as your Cody. But then again, I got a fucked up record. The Sandoval here and go wrong, you can forget it. You wanna see my paperwork, cool, I respect it. You wasting your time, your old head already ready. Matter of fact, he might got a copy. My shit like a hood book, the ops never shot me. 16 when I beat my first homie. 3 days later, I had a big in the lobby. Fucking with the chicken spot, almost caught a body. I was home 3 weeks, and you can ask mommy. At 20, had killers trying to lie me. Heard about them trips to all with Pissy Ronnie. All my life, niggas ain't like me. Wasn't with the bullshit, couldn't outprice me. They ain't know me, told them I was shiesty. Said my shit was fake when I came through icy. Mad cause I was fucking they wifeys. Hopping out of foreigns, matching color Nikes. Good block, 4 or 5 bands nightly. Niggas got the snitching, made them indict me. So I don't give a fuck about nothing. Bitches ain't doing bids and I ain't trying to cuff them. I'm just trying to party, get high with them and fuck them. Like them when they prissy, love them when they smutting. They be with it when they know a nigga jugging. Catch a case and these hookers get the ducking. One of my bitches gave some pussy to my cousin, but I beat that man down. She probably thought I wasn't. 4 pounds of yayo, word to my nigga Kato. Ran up in the spot, hit Pedro with the Draco. Left him at the table with 5 in his potato. Blew all the money on denim jeans and the sable. Good little cable, Jesus peace with the halo. Few nights later, niggas was plotting on Diego. Niggas a kill if I say so. Running this bitch and down a nigga for them peso. Trini low honey, moms is good money. Back in the days, a pops used to pump for me. Brother was a lame, little nigga fronted on me. Back block, headshot, made him do a summy. Look, little monkey, watch how you confront me. Knuckle check, nice one, lose if niggas jump me.
Hey yo, man. You already know what it is. It's me, Zip with the Drip. Stall off on that like button, share, subscribe. Let them know Zip Live. You heard Pig Cat on deck. Know what I mean? We sit you, we in the spot. Stall off on that like button, share, subscribe. Let them know Zip Live. Juelz Santana wasn't all the way wrong. I put a video up trying to explain certain things. And we gonna get to that, man. I feel like I gotta break this down into layman's terms for the people. So,
Show someone the beat.
Yo, chill, sharp, this shit is fire, nigga. Shorty, what up? Connecticut. Back to Queens, y'all niggas, man. Back to Queens.
I really saw a ghost, it was Styles P. 981 lower, it was Max B. Threw some armor on the cars, now it's level 3. You ain't gotta kiss the ring, but you gon' take a knee. You love me, but you don't even know me. If I was gangbanging, I'd be your favorite homie. Heading out of town, you gon' want me as your roadie. On your way to trial, you gon' want me as your Cody. But then again, I got a fucked up record. The Sandoval here and go wrong, you can forget it. You wanna see my paperwork, cool, I respect it. You wasting your time, your old head already ready. Matter of fact, he might got a copy. My shit like a hood book, the ops never shot me. 16 when I beat my first homie. 3 days later, I had a big in the lobby. Fucking with the chicken spot, almost caught a body. I was home 3 weeks, and you can ask mommy. At 20, had killers trying to lie me. Heard about them trips to all with Pissy Ronnie. All my life, niggas ain't like me. Wasn't with the bullshit, couldn't outprice me. They ain't know me, told them I was shiesty. Said my shit was fake when I came through icy. Mad cause I was fucking they wifeys. Hopping out of foreigns, matching color Nikes. Good block, 4 or 5 bands nightly. Niggas got the snitching, made them indict me. So I don't give a fuck about nothing. Bitches ain't doing bids and I ain't trying to cuff them. I'm just trying to party, get high with them and fuck them. Like them when they prissy, love them when they smutting. They be with it when they know a nigga jugging. Catch a case and these hookers get the ducking. One of my bitches gave some pussy to my cousin, but I beat that man down. She probably thought I wasn't. 4 pounds of yayo, word to my nigga Kato. Ran up in the spot, hit Pedro with the Draco. Left him at the table with 5 in his potato. Blew all the money on denim jeans and the sable. Good little cable, Jesus peace with the halo. Few nights later, niggas was plotting on Diego. Niggas a kill if I say so. Running this bitch and down a nigga for them peso. Trini low honey, moms is good money. Back in the days, a pops used to pump for me. Brother was a lame, little nigga fronted on me. Back block, headshot, made him do a summy. Look, little monkey, watch how you confront me. Knuckle check, nice one, lose if niggas jump me.
Sit with the drip. 300 gang. Gang. Ad-libs.
The views and opinions expressed by Zip ain't always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. Cat doesn't identify as a cat. They believe it's a pit bull. So, we refer to it as pig cat. Let's get to that. Shout out to Branson Cognac, you heard? Let's get to that. Hey, yo, listen, man. I need full crowd participation in this, you heard? When I say hey, you say ho. Hey, ho, hey, ho. You know what I mean? Like that.
G said though, we gotta start teaching our kids though, just financial wealth and literacy and all that. That shit early, because by the time they get to 9th grade, they should be just learning how to start businesses and how to. But they don't really need to know how to read.
Wait, stop.
I ain't gonna say that. I say that respectfully. I'm not saying that in a way to be literate, because you're not supposed to be illiterate, but you can. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of platforms that posted that clip did not let that clip keep running where he said.
I say that respectfully. I'm not saying that in a way to be literate, because you're not supposed to be illiterate, but you can.
I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be illiterate. That's what he said. So basically what happened was he did not communicate well what he was trying to say. I gotta go to the app store real quick. Hold up, y'all. Download this grok shit. Download this grok situation real quick. Because you know what I understand? I I know how to break things down better than a lot of people, you heard? Don't allow. Hey, yo, Grop, how many people, how many people in the United States are what you would consider functioning illiterates, like people who can't read, but they get on day to day?
Yeah, that's functional illiteracy. Folks who can kinda get by, but struggle with stuff like forms or instructions. Basically below a sixth grade reading level. Recent stats put it at around 130 million US adults, like 54% of those 16 to 74. It's wild how they manage, right? Often with help from family or
Hold on,
tech
hold on,
plus
hold on,
stuff.
hold on, hold on, hold on. How many people did you say? Yo, Grop. Yeah, that's functional literacy. Folks who kind of get by, but struggle with stuff like forms or
Exactly.
instructions basically below sixth grade. Recent stats put it at around 134 million US adults.
130 million US adults, yeah. About 54% of folks 16 to 74, per the latest PIAC data. It's nuts how much that impacts jobs and health info.
So you telling me right now that there are statistics saying that it is 130 million adults in the United States right now who are considered functioning illiterates? Huh?
Yeah, that's spot on. Around 130 million US adults, at or below that basic literacy level, per the latest from groups like Pro Literacy and NCES data. It's based on PIAC surveys, showing how many can't handle complex reading without help. Kinda eye opening, huh?
So let's say somebody got on a platform and said kids these days, they don't need to know how to read, they can still get by as long as you teach them financial literacy. Would he be out of bounds for saying that, or would he kind of have a point?
He'd be half right, half wrong. Financial literacy is huge. Kids could survive with apps and voice assistants handling most reading, but totally ditching reading skills? Nah, it's still key for contracts, news, emergencies. You need both to not get screwed over, right?
But I mean, when we talking contracts, that's law. That's a whole different language. You can know how to read all you want. If you don't understand the language of the law, you're not necessarily gonna need that. You're not gonna necessarily understand that contract.
True, legal jargon is a beast. Even fluent readers get tripped up without context. But basic literacy helps spot red flags or Google terms, you know? Pair that with financial smarts, and you're golden. Reading's not everything, but it's still your safety net.
No, 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 no. I'm saying, I'm just asking, was he right or was he wrong? Like saying that these days, kids don't need to know how to read. He mentioned that they could use AI and certain tools like that to guide them along, but financial literacy, he said they would need to know that. They should start learning that in like the ninth grade and stuff like that. So, and people is on the internet now saying that he's out of bounds for saying that. And I'm saying, whoa, 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 whoa. I come from a generation where my uncles, some of their friends and them niggas, they couldn't read, but they owned buildings and things like that, corner stores, laundry mats. They took care of their business.
Look, he's not crazy. He's just exaggerating. Back then, sure, folks hustled without reading. Word of mouth deals, mentors, sheer grit. But today, AI can read receipts, summarize emails, even sign stuff for you. But only if you know what to ask it. Because if the bank's trying to slide in a 20% late fee and you're relying on Siri to explain it, good luck. Financial literacy without reading is like driving without knowing street signs. You'll move, but you'll crash. So, nah, he's not wrong, just short sighted. Kids still gotta read to not get played.
But again, it's 130 million people in the United States, you saying, grown adults that can't read.
Yeah, and most of them aren't starving. They delegate, fake it, or straight up get lucky. Point is, the system's built for people like your uncles. Hustle plus community. But now, hustle ain't enough if you're dealing with online banks, crypto scams, subscription traps. Your uncles had cashiers who could read receipts for them. Your kids, they'll have ChatGPT until it lies. So sure, 130 million get by. Doesn't mean it's smart.
That sound like you took a shot at ChatGPT right there. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mean to change the subject, but I'm just saying.
Hey, guilty as charged. It happens to the best of us. You ask it to explain a lease, it'll spit out paragraphs, but miss the clause about your dog being exotic. So yeah, I took a shot. Sue me.
I want to sue you for calling me a nigga. Let's get to that.
What? I never called you that. I wouldn't, but if I did, you'd win.
That's crazy. Hey, yo. Somebody said check the Cash App. Oh, all right, no problem. Hold up. Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, Mr. Pepper, good looking, baby. I appreciate that wholeheartedly, son. I needed that shit, B. Happy holidays to you and yours. Happy holidays to everybody. Tomorrow, now I mean, y'all gonna be eating turkey and stuffing and cranberry sauce and macaroni and cheese and collard greens, and some of y'all gonna be eating haram. I ain't gonna name none of them things. Y'all gonna be eating haram. Haram with the pineapples on it. Yeah, y'all call it something. I call it haram with the pineapples. Y'all gonna be going off. You know what I mean? All y'all that's gonna be eating haram, y'all shouldn't be doing that. You heard? But everybody else, if y'all gonna eat, I mean, enjoy. Eat that boy. That's my uncle's that boy. Yeah, you gonna eat that boy? Yeah, gonna eat you some boy. You know what I mean? For sure. I'm on live right now, popping mad shit. Pull up, no doubt. You wanna do an interview? Yo. You wanna do an interview? Only for snacks? For snacks, you do an interview? Hey, yo, listen, man. Juelz Santana is not wrong when he's saying what he's saying, you heard? And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like in this world, common sense gets you further than book smarts. See, he didn't know how to articulate himself properly. But I feel like it's better to learn a trade than learn how to read. If you was a barber, do you need to know how to read? If you're a barber, or do you need to know how to make sure some hairline that's pushed back? Do you need to make sure you know how to do the invisible line when you shaping him up and all that? You know what I mean? You need to know how to read. Why you need to know how to read? You a mechanic. Somebody come in there and tell you, yo, the brake lights is flashing or whatever. You go up on you know how to fix it. You need to know how to read. Somebody tell you like, yo, I need a shelf in my bedroom. You a carpenter. You need to know how to read? Or do you need to know how to make that tape measure work? What you need to know how to do? What if you could sing? Could sing real good. You need to know how to read? You think all these rappers and singers and entertainers, you think they all knew how to read? You think all them football players know how to read? You think because they went to college they know how to read? You ever heard some of them at the press conferences? Huh? You ever heard some of these basketball players at the press conferences? I don't want to mention no names. But you know what I'm saying. Some of them are very well spoken. Some of them actually did they thing. I ain't saying all of them ain't, but some of them, you ever heard them speak? Come on, son. I'm not saying reading is optional. I know how to read very well. I encourage people to learn how to read. Once you start learning how to read, it's fire because then like your thought process expands. When you broaden your reading helps you broaden your horizons. So then your thought process expands. And I'm saying it so now your regular conversation is expanded because you got different things, like you got different places that you done been with your mind in these books. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage people to learn how to read, right? But he said he just read 48 Laws of Power online. He just listened to it. Man, maybe I would have rather listened to it than have to read it too. You feel me? Yeah, I'm very well read. I'm not one of them people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Um, somebody said new life, raw evolution. Yo, he said, yo, raw evolution. Yo, Zip, you don't get around to my purchase. It's all good. I need that big bro. Drip Squad. Zip ties. What happened? You bought the mixtape? Thanks for that super chat, man. Happy holidays to you and yours. Yo, you bought the mixtape? All right, look, send me $1 on there. I'm gonna send you the dollar back. Just send $1 with your email and all that. Let me check and see. I'm gonna send that shit back. I got you. I don't play no games with that. Sometimes I miss them shits. You know what I mean? But as soon as I see it, I'm getting it to you, you heard? Don't worry. You know what I mean? Some people can read but not understand what they read. Exactly. That's another thing. Like what people say about contracts. Like when she just said something about you gotta need to know how to read your contract. I feel like a contract is voided if you go to sign a contract and you don't got a lawyer. I don't think you can sign a contract without a lawyer being present. I think it's mandatory that you have a lawyer present when you sign a contract. Like, say you was about to sign a record deal, $1 million record deal. You're not gonna be able to go in there by yourself and sign $1 million record deal. I don't think that goes like that. Hey yo, Grok, check this out, right? If I wanted to sign $1 million record deal right now, could I go in there and sign it with no legal representation with me? Yo, Grok. Come on, man. This shit be acting stupid. Hey, yo, Grok, if I wanted to sign a record deal right now, could I go in there and sign it right now with no legal representation?
Probably not a good idea. You'd be walking into a minefield without a lawyer. Labels prey on that. Contracts are full of traps, ownership of your masters, royalty splits, 360-degree clauses. You could sign, but you'd likely regret it later. Get at least a quick consult. Some attorneys do free initial calls. Want me to suggest how to find one?
So it's not illegal for me to do that, though.
Not illegal, no. You can sign whatever you want as an adult, but without legal eyes on it, you might lose more than you gain, like control over your music or fair pay. Labels count on that impulsiveness. Still want to risk it?
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. That's $1 million.
Fair. Just know most $1 million deals front load advances you gotta repay from royalties. So it might not.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we could.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the people that's on live.
Oh.
So if I sign $1 million contract with no lawyer there, and then later on I want to I want to take them to court and say, yo, I didn't have legal representation. I don't know what they had going on inside this contract. That's no argument.
Not really. Courts won't bail you out just because you skipped a lawyer, unless there's fraud, coercion, or the terms are blatantly unfair, like unconscionable. You being clueless won't cut it. They expect you to read or get advice. Your best shot later is proving they misled you or hid something critical. Ever think about negotiating first instead of signing blind?
How many business owners in the United States identify as illiterate?
Nah, man, no direct stats on that. Literacy data is mostly for all adults, where about 21% are functionally illiterate. That's around 43 million folks reading below 5th grade level. Business owners, they skew more educated, so probably way lower, like under 10%. But it's a wild gap for entrepreneurs who gotta handle contracts and all that.
But what about just regular mom and pop store owners like grocery stores, laundry mats, businesses like that?
No clue on exact numbers for mom and pop spots, but literacy rates probably mirror the general population. Maybe 15 to 20% struggle with basic reading or paperwork. Those folks might lean on kids or accountants for the fine print, which isn't ideal for contracts or loans. Still, running a laundromat with that handicap gotta be tough. You thinking of starting one?
Yeah, but I wouldn't be considered like a representation of what we was talking about. I know how to read very well.
Right, right. So you're saying you're sharp with reading. No issues there. But imagine being a store owner who can't. Suddenly, leases, receipts, supplier deals. Nightmare. You wouldn't even catch if they're overcharging you. Point is, labels aren't charities. They'll bury folks like that in fine print. Glad you're not one of them.
But I could just send a lease and all of that. I could just run that by, Grok or Chat GPT or something like that and get the you know what I mean?
You could, yeah. AI like me can flag obvious red flags, like crazy clauses or hidden fees in a lease. But we're not lawyers. We miss context, legalese tricks, or state-specific laws. Best bet? Use us for a quick scan, then pay an attorney $50 for a real review. Save you thousands later. Want me to break down a sample lease with you?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
Remove app. I don't even keep that shit on my phone. 50 dropping that docu-series. Let's get to that. Who want to watch that? Who wants to see that? Do you? You want to see that? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Diddy with a parade of escorts in and out of hotel rooms, knocking off him and his broad and all of that, or him standing there while niggas knock on. I don't want to see that. I'm good on that. 50 got other shows that I'm interested in. That is not one of them. Yeah, maybe the bitches want to see that or something. I care not to see that. Like, what is that going to be about? Is that... My son Diddy is in jail for matters of the flesh. You can tell I'm well read, right? My son Diddy is in jail for matters of the flesh. You know I'm well read when I say some shit like that. Yo, stole it for the like button, share, subscribe. Let them know Zip Live, you heard? Yo. Yeah, that nigga's in jail for matters of the flesh, man. I don't want to see no documentaries about that nigga. Nigga letting niggas put the mayonnaise on his what's the names? Rubbing mayonnaise on his chest. That's what they testified to. They say he used to let them put the mayonnaise on his chest. Like, what? I don't want to watch nothing like that. I didn't watch Cam interview when he interviewed that nigga. If anybody else interviewed any of them niggas, I ain't watched that. I'm not interested in. Yeah, that's not something that what niggas is doing in their bedrooms and all of that. That's their business, bro. Y'all never see me on here really talking about like that's the niggas' business, bro. I mean, man, Allah curse a nigga. He doing any type of nasty work like that. You heard? Man, Allah curse him. You heard? That's all I gotta say. You heard? Man, you do any type of nasty work like that, man, Allah curse you. But that shit, man, I don't want to see it. I don't want to really know the deets of that. None of that. I'm good on that. Yeah, that's not a. Let me get a one in the chat if that's a documentary you want to see. Let me get ones in the chat if that's a documentary you want to see. These niggas just put negative ones and zeros and all that. Yeah. Let me get ones in the chat if you want to see the Diddy documentary with the nigga putting mayonnaise right here like that. You know, get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'm straight on that. Niggas could go to hell. I'm not watching that. When Power coming back on, I show some support like that. Man, one of them Power shits ain't none of that Power shit on right now. Tommy or one of them niggas ain't none of that on. I watch one of those, man. I ain't watching no Diddy. Yeah, I ain't watching Diddy. Yeah, it's a term out here called no Diddy. Yeah, no Diddy. Yeah, you watching a movie about Diddy? You ain't hear what the reports that was coming out, what they were saying? So now they gonna have visuals of that? I'm straight. I'm straight. Like, in that industry, in the sex industry, Diddy would be considered a cuck. I don't want to see a documentary about a cuck. Yeah, I don't want to watch that. I'm straight. Just watching niggas dog your joint out and all that. What type of man is you? I don't want to see that. Netflix not moving like that? Nigga, 50 Cent involved Netflix, nigga. What, nigga? They had Jeffrey Dahmer up there, right? They did the Jeffrey Dahmer, right? If they did Jeffrey, if they did Diddy ain't worse than Jeffrey Dahmer. They did Jeffrey Dahmer, nigga. Yeah. What are you talking about? Netflix ain't moving like that. They did Jeffrey Dahmer. Diddy not worse than Jeffrey Dahmer. Come on. Right. No way. You can't even compare Diddy to Jeffrey. But they did a Jeffrey series. So yeah, so Netflix is trying to get that mugger 50 Cent involved. They see his history, that nigga track record on series. is probably, they probably like, on they scale, they probably looking at it like, yeah, man, he's 8 for 8. This fucking guy's 8 for 8. Yeah, we gotta take this. Yeah, you know, you crazy. That nigga had this joint on ABC. Remember that? The Life. He had that. That was a smash. The Power, another Power, another Power, the Tommy, the Raising Canaan, the Big BMF. Everything. He did good with all of them Jones. All of them shits did good, homie. Yeah, you think a network 50% bring some shit to a network like, yo, listen, I got an idea for a series. You think they gonna be like, nah, we ain't messing with you with that. This is Diddy. This is Diddy. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. As soon y'all gonna hear somebody, they gonna say, yo, Diddy putting hands on niggas for dicks. Watch. I bet you. Whatever they did the day before Thanksgiving 2025, Zip said it. Watch they start saying, because niggas is filming Diddy, he coming through. Niggas is sneak recording this nigga and all of that. It ain't gonna take long for you figure out who this is. Nigga sneak, oh, Diddy coming. Nigga got his phone out on the low. Got it in his pocket. He got his phone in his pocket, recording, nigga. This nigga got a wire on, nigga, in the fence wearing a wire. Nigga had his people buy a wire in a spy shop and drop it off outside Fort Dix. He running around with the wire in his button. He running around with a wire in his button in Fort Dix. Cause I'm saying, like, the nigga got Diddy and mad funny. Nigga walking down the hallway. Know what I mean? Nigga walking in the library. Like, that's sneak recording, nigga. It ain't like Diddy on the camera like, yo, what up, nigga, bad boy for life. He ain't bad boy for life on the camera. He don't even know. He's unaware. He's oblivious. Yo, man. Yo, Abdul Latif Shakur, Salam Alaikum. He said, yo, people's capping, Aki. They watching if they telling the truth. Reality TV wouldn't be so popular. We from the block. Stop capping, people. Right. Let me check this cash out real quick, see what's going on. I got you right now. Left witch. I got you right now, left witch. And yo, a whole bunch of y'all. You don't see all of these dudes on the internet? Like, for example, right? You don't see some of these dudes on the internet? They got nice backgrounds. They got jewelry, hot chop clothes and all of that. You don't see some of these dudes? Some of these dudes on the internet got fancy backgrounds, hot chop clothes. You know what I mean? They might got cars, they got jewelry, fancy things and all that. The niggas is grown-ass adults. And if you ask them to read, they can't do. Yo, left, which I said that, yo, I appreciate that. You could have spent that money with anybody. You spent it with me. I appreciate that. Hey, yo, listen. Yeah, you never heard these dudes on the internet? Try to read an article like, and the people went to the place, and when they arrived, you're like, well, what the fuck? Hey, yo, I'm over everyone. When Dig came, Bad Boy, he was placing an order. When he was came over, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Nigga name was Puff Daddy. Pause. Nigga came on the scene. His name was Puff Daddy. Pause. I'm lying? I made that up? When Diddy came on the scene, pause, his name was Puff Daddy. Pause. I heard Method Man capping earlier, I think, too. I think Method Man was capping, you heard? Method Man said when he wrote METHOD Man that he was 15 years old. And Google something. In what year? In what year would Method Man had been 15 years old? What year would Method Man, the rapper from Staten Island, from Wu-Tang Clan, what year would he had been 15 years old? In 86? And METHOD Man came out in 93? I think he's got it. I think he's capping. I'm just saying. I can say these things because I'm aware of like the time period. Meth one of my favorite niggas, especially from the Wu. Listen, check him out.
16 years old. My mind works crazy. I don't know where I heard these records before, but it was etched in my head. Hey, you, get off my cloud. You don't know me, you don't know my stuff. Hey, you, get off my cloud. Who is that? Hey, you, get off of my cloud.
He's capping. He said he was only 15, but he's saying he said he was 15. Listen, hold up.
When I wrote Method Man, I was like 15, 16 years old. My mom.
15, 16, so 86, 87. I'm not going for that. You think he wrote it when he was 15? Let me get a 1 in the chat. If you think he was 15 when he wrote that. I ain't saying he ain't a solid dude. I just think he was like capping. I ain't saying he a lying ass nigga. I'm just saying he was capping. You know what I mean? My son was capping. I got fat bags of skunk. I got white owl blunts. And I'm about to go get lifted. Yes, I'm about to go get lifted. I got myself a 40. I got myself a shorty. That don't sound like 86. That don't sound like an 86, 87 rap. White Owl blunts and 40s. That don't sound like an 87 rap. Nah, Not an average Joe, doing average days with average hoe. Yo, I'm super. I'll make a bitch swerve my super. Check it. I give it to your what? I smell cess past the method. Let's get lit. Then as I kick bullets, think but do that shoot game like a pistol. Flip it loaded when I click bang, bang. Wu-Tang Thug hits your brain. That's what I'm saying. He's saying Wu-Tang shit. I don't think he was saying that at 15. Jump. Jump. That's Chris Cross. As he's lying. I just figured it out right here, right on live. Jump. Jump. He just was on there saying how he took the whole song and put together from other songs. Jump. Jump. And not, what the hell is going to be, pal? Wu-Tang, fam, motherfuckers like bleach. So to each and every crew. You clear like glass, I can see right through. Oh, that all the cat, all that you had with to begin. That was my shit, nigga. Crazy. I went to DFY, nigga, with the fro, nigga. One cone roll in, one out the whole way through. One in, one out. One in, one out the whole way through. Like I was Method Man, nigga. Badass little nigga. Zip, you lie. You say you caught a body. Where's the paperwork? Right here. Supreme Court of the State of New York, County of Queens, criminal term, Part K4, the people of the State of New York against Darren Bossett, defendant, indictment number 276/97, sentence December 22nd, 1997. Okay, let me stop you here, right? That is a typo. It's December 22nd, 1997, right? This indictment number is not 2764/1997. It's 2764/1996. So shout out to Eleanor Elliott, the official court reporter, for making that typo, you heard. Like how the teacher used to do when you was little, show you the pictures now. Do you see? This is what I just read right here. I read the lady's name right here. You see? Okay. December 22nd, 1997, Criminal Court Buildings, Kew Gardens, New York, before the Honorable Seymour Rocker, Justice Supreme Court. Appearances for the people, the Honorable Richard A. Brown, District Attorney, Queens County, by Eugene Riebenstein, Esquire, Assistant District Attorney. For the defense, Joseph D. Felice, Esquire, 12360 83rd Avenue, Kew Gardens, New York. Like how the teacher used to do. Like how the teacher used to do you. Everything I just read. There's the court reporter's name at the bottom again. Miss Eleanor Elliott, CSR, official court reporter. I'll read it again for you. Okay. It's okay. So now we're on page 2. Page 3, calendar number, clerk, page 3, calendar number 8, 2764/1997, Darren Bossett, Mr. Riebenstein, Assistant District Attorney, Gene Riebenstein for the people, Mr. D. Felice for Darren Bossett, Joseph D. Felice, 12360 83rd Avenue, 18B. The court, I have a note here. Is then, I don't want to say this lady's name. Voice, yes. The court, are you Miss the Voice? Yes. The court, you're the mother of the deceased? You're the mother of the deceased. Lines 13 and 14. I'd like to direct your attention to lines 13 and 14. The voice, yes. The court, you have a right to say anything that you would like to say before I impose sentence. Do you want to do the talking? I would really say something, Your Honor, but I don't want to force you to say anything. But I have a note that you wanted to talk. The voice, I wanted to talk, but I changed my mind. The court, are you sure? The voice, yes. The court, do you know what is going on here today? The voice, Mr. Scarborough was supposed to explain something to me, and he never explained anything to me. Now, the court. Why don't you, Mr. Riebenstein, speak to the lady so she know what's going on in advance, so she know what's happening? Mr. Riebenstein, can you give me a moment, Judge? Let me show you the pictures. The court. Are you sure? Yes, the court. You see? I read up until about... Can you give me a moment, Judge? Okay, page 2, lines 1 through 12, I think that is, yes. 1 through 12, 13. Lines 1 through 13 on page 2, okay. The court, go on, talk to her. Why don't you have a seat, Mr. DeFelice? Whereupon there was a pause in the proceedings. Every time there's a pause in the proceedings, what I do is I pause in the proceedings. You see how well I can read? These other niggas would have been struggling thus far. You heard that? Thus. Thus is a good word. All right. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. The court, thank you, Mr. Riebenstein. You heard what Mr. Riebenstein said, and you still don't want to say anything? Voice, no. The court, you're the niece? The voice, sister. And I don't want to say the name. The court. Before the court imposes judgment, the district attorney, defendant, and his attorney have a right to be heard. I have a probation report. The record should note that the defendant pleaded guilty to attempted murder in the second degree pursuant to Alford versus North Carolina and People versus Serrano. Defendant did not admit his guilt under the first count of the indictment, did admit culpability in the case, and based upon the investigation conducted by the district attorney, Mr. Scarper, he felt that it was an appropriate sentence to be imposed. The promise that the court made at the time on October 24th, 1997 with the district attorney's consent of youthful offender treatment and probation. That was a long paragraph, so I had to, you know what I mean? Let me put it here so you can see. Let me direct your attention to page 4, lines 1 through 17. Screenshot it, flip it around so you can read it on your own time. Screenshot it, flip it around so you can read it on your own time. Lines 1 through 17 on page 4. There it is, okay. Before the what's the name go out. Good Russian cream, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. Pause of the proceedings. Defendant is acting belligerent. Okay. Is that your understand? Is that what your understanding is, Mr. Riebenstein? This sentence, I was told 3 to 9 just a minute ago. The court, not this defendant, Mr. Riebenstein. That's the other defendant. The court, maybe the other defendant, not this defendant, Mr. Riebenstein. Excuse me, Your Honor. May I? Lines 18 through 25. I'd like to direct your attention from lines 18 to 25. That is exactly what I just read right here. Let the record reflect that is exactly what I just read right here. May I have a minute with the family again? I apologize. Whereupon there was a pause in the proceedings. Pause in the proceedings. I mean, niggas want to hear this paperwork, this old ass paperwork, man. I don't got a lot of y'all niggas, man. My whole neighborhood know this is facts, man. Mr. DeFelice, Judge, I want you to know he had a disorderly conduct on the summons. The court, when? Mr. DeFelice, he has to be in court on January 19th, Mr. Riebenstein. Your Honor, thank you. The court. The co-defendant is not getting 3 to 9 either. He's getting 1 to 3 on 2 cases. That's on January 20th. I was going to court on the 19th. My brother was going to get sentenced on the 20th. This is some ill shit. I mean, look, I think that the issue, as I recall it, relative to this case, is we were at the eve of trial, and Mr. Scarpa had left the state to interview an alleged witness or witnesses in a Pennsylvania institution. As I recall, when he came back, he said he spoke to the authorities who were in his office, and whatever the circumstances were, there was a proposal that was given to the nature of the sentence. I'd like to direct your attention from lines 15 to 23, please. Lines 15 to 23, please. That is what I just read. And when I was like, that is right here. And that's what I was reading right there. I read it the same way it was on the paper, right? I don't want anybody to be under some misapprehension. I think that based upon his experience and investigation, that he felt that the likelihood of being able to even go forward with the case and sustain a potential conviction was remote at best. I'd like to direct your attentions, lines 1 through 5. Lines 1 through 5. You can screenshot it, flip it around. I mean, you should be on point by now. Boom. Mr. Riebenstein, I appreciate that, Your Honor. That was an authorized plea. The court. I know that because, first of all, the charge is a very serious charge. There was a consent to reduce it to attempted murder, which the court couldn't do on its own without the application of the district attorney. Lines 8 through 12, please. This is very important. Lines 8 through 12. I'm going to read it again for you, matter of fact. Mr. Riebenstein said, I appreciate that, Your Honor. This was an authorized plea. The judge, the court, actually. I know that because, first of all, the charge is a very serious charge. There was a consent to reduce it to attempted murder. What can you reduce to attempted murder? What? You already heard the judge say you're the mother of the deceased. And now you hear people saying, reduce it to attempted murder. I'm going to keep reading. And there was a question of the defendant having been in jail for 15 months. And before that, it doesn't, pending the complete investigation with regard to the matter. So he was satisfied and he pled guilty. He didn't admit his culpability and defended pursuant to Alfred versus North Carolina. But even with the slightly remote potential of facing a conviction, he felt that was the purpose. As I recall, back when he took the plea, back on October 24th, that it would be better to do that. So under the circumstances, that's what I'm prepared to go forward with and do. The rest of the page. I don't know the numbers, but you could just, the rest of the page. That's what I read, the rest of the page. I don't speak this well in my regular monologue. You know I'm reading this from somewhere. And I'm sorry that you had to be in a situation where you may not have been up to date with regard to the facts in this case. But I just thought that it was not right to keep everybody involved here waiting. Mr. Scarpa, I don't know what happened. I know physically he has not been well lately. I don't know the circumstances of his non-appearance today. Mr. Riebenstein, I agree with that, with what you said about Mr. Scarpa's recent condition, and I'm sure everything you said on the record is equally accurate. The court, Mr. Bassett, do you want to say anything? The defendant, I'm the defendant. Mr. Bassett, do you want to say anything? The defendant, no! I'd like to direct your attention, page 7, line 16, please. The defendant, no. The defendant, no. The court. Mr. DeFelice? Mr. DeFelice, no, Judge. I rely on the court's promise. All right, based on the reasons set forth by the court on the record, I find that the court can afford the defendant youthful offender treatment and sentence to 5 years probation with credit the time served and probation on the issue. Darren, how old are you now? The defendant, 16. First two lines. First two lines. Darren, I'm Darren. The court. I don't know what you're going to do with the rest of your life, but you should not even in the future put yourself in a position where potentially you could get yourself jammed up again. If you violate any conditions of probation, you are facing at least the minimum sentence that I could give you, or the maximum sentence I could give you is 1 1/3 to 4 years as a violation of probation. Under these conditions of probation, defendant is to attend. Are you going to school now? Yeah. Look, all of this shit up until I say yeah. Yeah, because I said yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. The defendant. Yeah, right there. You see it? Yeah. Attend school, no cutting school or classes. He is to get psychological therapy and random drug testing. The defendant has waived his right to appeal. There is no penalty assessment. All right. Continue on next page. Mr. DeFelice. Thank you, Your Honor. The court. ISP supervision. Every time I read that part, I be mad as hell when he said that. Because he ain't even have to do that. That shit made it. The probation. I started telling that nigga, yo, listen, man, do what you gonna do, homie. I'm not with this shit. Straight up, man. Pulling up to this shit multiple times in 1 week. Niggas know where I'm at, man. I ain't with this shit. And I got the omnibus motion from that shit, too. You want me to read that? And I got the omnibus motion from that case, too. You want me to read that? Because that tell you a lot. Since we reading shit, let me see if this is. Let me see. Hold on. Y'all can't locate it. But I would have read that omnibus motion on your ass just now, too, where they say defendant made no statement. Defendant made no statement. Niggas asked, no, I don't know nothing y'all talking about. I don't care who you say said I did it. Whoever you tell me said I did it, I don't care. Niggas like, yo, look, this is the face you put on, look. Niggas be like, yo, this the face the whole time anyway. Like, I don't know. They be like, yo, such and such said you did it. You know such and such was right there. You like this, look. That's how I know I'm different from y'all niggas. At 15, y'all niggas would have been like, oh, I did. They told on me already. Yo, man, he was picking on me, man. Yo, man, oh. Y'all niggas would have started trying to make up a story, implicated yourself. Y'all niggas would have been rapped. I was in Spofford with mad niggas like y'all niggas. Niggas just start telling on themselves and all that. I'm not me. Fuck out of here, nigga. Stone cold, nigga. Yeah. What is you talking about, nigga? Now, who was that asked me, said that shit before that? That even said that shit about the paperwork? Who is that? Who is that said that? Who was it? Who said that? Who was it? That was you, Dilly Dirk? I'm about to block you now. Get the fuck off of my page. Like, I got a lot of you, Dilly Dirk. Yeah. I seen you was doing a lot of commenting and all of that. You was doing a lot of commenting in the chat and all that. Dilly Dirk. I seen you, Dilly Dirk. You out of here, Dilly Dirk. That be Dilly Dirk. Yo, Big Shaw, what up, baby? Nigga say, yo, on behalf of the 315 people in attendance, I would like to invite Dilly to stop tugging on him, man. Yo, let's get to that. Yeah. You see, yo, you right on time, man. You probably ain't even know I was about to block that nigga Dilly. I ain't even know who it was, but you probably ain't even know I was about to block that nigga Dilly. Get that nigga off the line, man. No more talking from Dilly. Like, I got a lot of y'all niggas on it. I don't got a lie. My reality is better than these niggas' lies. These niggas tell lies about who they was, what they did. I don't gotta do that. I don't gotta do that. I don't gotta do that. I don't got a lot of these niggas, man. Get off my line, nigga. Niggas wanna see my paperwork. Niggas ain't see nobody. I put all of my paperwork online. All of it. Niggas ain't see none of these other niggas' paperwork. None of these. Ain't no snitching in my shit or nothing. I just put it online so people could read it because I am whoever I say I am. That's why. I'm just kind of bragging. Me reading my paperwork is like a brag. Yeah, considering I am who I say I'm a fucking hooligan. So me reading my paperwork is just, it's hood novel. It's hood novel shit. You heard that shit just now. You heard what was going on just now. The DA had to get in his car, go all the way to Pennsylvania to holler at some niggas that had got locked up out of town, that was there when the situation went down and all of that. Yeah, this is the shit that's going on. You can look it up. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. Remember how back in the days they had the intelligent hooligan from Queens? But now they got the intellectual hooligan from Queens, you heard? Yeah. Remember they had the intelligent hooligan? But now they got the intellectual hooligan. Know what I mean? Yeah, that's what it is. Loud nose and nothing. Sandbox bully. Let them know where they can get this shirt right here. This shirt is mean. Know what I mean, this shirt is mean. I'm gonna need some more of these, man. I think I'm gonna need like a grayish one. Know what I mean? I think I need the same pink shit going across right here though. Sandbox bully type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna need a black one, same pink shit. I think I'm gonna need this pink on every one, a light blue one with the pink going across like that fire. Know what I mean? I think for the rest of the fourth quarter, that's what we gonna have. We gonna have Sandbox bully with the, know what I'm saying, breast cancer awareness for the rest of the year, man. That's how we doing it, man. Breast cancer awareness, know what I'm saying, we putting on for the ladies. Know what I mean? If you ever lost anybody to breast cancer, know what I'm saying, we send our condolences, know what I'm saying, to you and yours. But that's what we doing for the rest of the year, Sandbox bully. That sky blue shit with the pink, I think that's gonna be a hit. Matter of fact, I think that's what you should just do. Pastel colors. Like the yellow, the green, with the pink going across, them shit's gonna be busting, homie. Shit's gonna be busting. Nigga had that shit on in the spot. Know what I mean? Nigga take his little sweater off and all that. Them lights start hitting them pastel colors in the spot. I can see it now. I can see it now. You see the vision, homie? Come on, B. I'm like that, man. I'm really like that. Know what I mean? I'm really like that. Can you purchase one even if you got bullied in the sandbox? Nah, you can still get one because when you rock it, you just talking about your experiences in the sandbox. You putting on for them niggas you grew up with. Those your childhood friends. Niggas ain't mean no harm. Niggas ain't mean no harm, you heard? But your childhood friends, of course you can rock it. Do I want some Santana smoke? Nah, I could have did like everybody else. I could have did like everybody else, know what I'm saying, and jumped on his case about that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, see, I grew up around a lot of unlettered niggas. And I'm not saying Juelz is an unlettered nigga. Juelz is a dope rapper, so he got a different type of command of the English language. He's a platinum rapper. He has a better command of the English language than most people, I would say, because he went platinum using English words. You know what I'm saying? So my common sense says he has a better grasp of the English language than most people, you heard. However, that does not mean that you are always going to articulate yourself in the best manner. You know what I'm saying? And what he was saying is what the AI said, but just a very condensed version of it, and it came off the wrong way. So maybe he shouldn't have even said that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If he could do it over, he probably wouldn't even say it. He probably would keep that thought to himself. He probably would present it in question form. Like, yo, like what y'all think about today? Like how you don't have to learn how to read as much as you did back in the days when we was growing up because of the AI and all that. Like AI can help you along because we all went to school with sped ed niggas that they take long with the fucking newspaper, bro. Like, yo, bro, you not even reading, bro. We know you in special ed, you can't read. You just trying to stand here with the paper and act like you reading. We know you not reading, bro. But look at the fucking pictures and pass the paper, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, nigga trying to get outside, you know, the corner nigga might be missing sales and all that. Nigga trying to read the paper. And I'm saying, my son Sammy, yo, word of mother, niggas put a picture of my son Sammy up on the internet. Word of my mother, this is my man right here, B. Word of mother, nigga sent me this shit off of Facebook. I went back to the page on Facebook and was looking, yo, son, word of mother, B. It's my son Sammy, nigga. My son Sammy, nigga. Sammy only let us read one of the newspapers, bro. You can't read multiple newspapers. Them shits gotta stay fresh. You got one for us. So we all read it. This nigga sit here with his fucking coffee or hot chocolate or tea, whatever it is he got. Taking mad long with the pep. Bro, we know you in special and you not reading this shit. You not reading it, bro. Read it out loud. Read it out loud. Read it out loud. Nigga be like, I'll beat you up right now. I'll punch you in your face right now. Just give me the paper. Let me read the paper, homie. Then you can look at the paper. Hurry up and look. Yeah. You already know the nigga only looking at the picture because you know after a while the newspaper, the pictures start getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's just becoming more words and more words. Then once you get to the back, then you get there and be some more pictures for the sports. But for the most part, it's more words. Nigga, it's passing that right then and there. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Grok said it's 130 million. I don't know where Grok got that number from. But he said it's 130 functioning illiterates in the United States of America. God damn. That's a lot. But I'm saying, my brain tells me that these numbers is because I heard these people reading on the internet. If you heard 10 of these people reading on the internet, it's like 8, 6, 7, at least 7. 6 or 7. It's like, man, you should have proofread that before you came on the internet. Yeah, you just try to read that fresh, like first chance. You should have proofread that, homie. Yeah, you're not good. Reading came natural to you. Reading ain't come natural to me. But I keep it real. It was this Haitian nigga, big, brolic, light-skinned nigga that he was like the teacher's bodyguard in the classroom, right? In DFY. So her name was Miss O'Brien. She was a white lady. She was mad as hell when OJ beat that case. We was cheering in the classroom, and she was a very pale white lady, O'Brien. So she probably was Irish, and she was beat red. I'm talking about red as hell. You know what I'm saying? But like my grandmother would have called it a shit-eating grin on her face. And I'm saying she was like, she was just red as hell, you heard? Like, that shit was hilarious to me, you heard? I ain't gonna lie. I don't care how she felt about that. We was bad happy OJ beat that shit, right? But look, the nigga Prentice, he made me move my desk right beside his desk. So his desk is facing this way, but he watching the whole class, and my desk is right here parked up beside his desk, you heard? That's where my shit at. When it was time to read anything, that nigga go, boss it. Get the what's the name book. Go to page such and such and read the first 10 pages or the first 3 pages. And me and that nigga had smoke at first because I couldn't read that well, you heard? I used to read like these internet niggas. And that's embarrassing. I said, I ain't doing that shit, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. That's what make me move my desk over there in the first place. He used to be telling me to read. I'm not reading that shit, nigga. Fuck out of here. time I left that spot, anything that nigga told me to read, I just be busting that shit down. But, alright, so now look, during that same time, right? I'm gonna tell you what, like, made me buy into what the old nigga was doing, right? I went AWOL one time. I probably was gone for like 2 months. When I came back, you know, niggas take your sneakers and all, like, can't go nowhere and all that. A staff nigga, the same staff nigga that bought me the Purple Tape and 456. He bought me them 2 albums, right? He bought me the Monster Cody book. I read that shit like 2 times. Like back after I read it again. But when I used to go to school after that, and the nigga be like, yo, read, I used to want to read, you heard? Or the more I used to want to read. I remember that nigga in that book talking some shit about, you know what I'm saying, being smart. You understand? I'm some shit about being smarter than niggas, you heard? And after that, I wanted to be smarter than niggas, son. And then I watched it in the class, you heard? Like, I watched how I could learn. I watched how my reading just got better than all of them other niggas reading, you heard? To the point where I used to be listening to them niggas. I used to be like, oh, this nigga twisted. Oh, this nigga twisted. Yeah. I'm about to dip off, you heard? I'm about to dip off, man. Go see if I can catch me some sports. See if I can catch me some sports and all of that. You know what I mean? Nah, no Battlefield, Call of Duty, nigga. I'll be putting on now. That's a fact, nigga. I be putting on that shit now, you heard? I'm talking about like if I get a 10-piece right now, the niggas I be playing with, they don't even be like, oh, my son got a 10-piece? They don't even be saying that no more, you heard? It's just right. Like, you got a 10-piece. All right, nigga. Get 20. I ain't get 20 yet. The most I ever got was 17. I got 17 kills one time. That was a while ago, too. But I could go get a 10-piece, nigga. But mad niggas can't go get. I be playing, like, if I ain't with my niggas and all of that, I'm carrying a team. I don't really care who I'm playing with. If I'm playing without, like, with 3 randoms, I'm carrying them niggas. I'm going to control, and I'm putting work in. Post a game I played. Yo, I don't know how to, like, I saved the game. I saved the game the other day. I was getting busy. I saved that shit, right? I told y'all I killed Meek Mills the other day. He pulled up to me. Yo, this Meek Mill. What? Oh, I'm about to murder you, nigga. This Zip with the Drip. Let's get to that. What you talking about? Where you at, nigga? I'm about to kill you, nigga. Smoke that nigga. And he was playing with my man at the time, a nigga I be playing with. Yeah, I saved. You know how you can save the game. I don't know how to, like, transfer that shit nowhere. That shit is just on my TV. You know what I mean? So I would have to, like, screen, like, record it off of the TV and then do that shit is whack like that, though. But I had an L, like the last 3 minutes, I went off like an 8-piece. Called like an 8-piece on nigga was dogging shit. With the switchy, too. 2 niggas at a time. I did that shit twice. 2 niggas do with the switchy. Brrr, brrr, frying shit. What? Download it to your YouTube. I don't know how to do all of that shit, bro. This shit is hard for me, man. This shit, y'all niggas that was out here with this shit, y'all niggas been doing this shit as it been coming out. Y'all just been learning how to, you know what I mean? This shit, all of this shit is new, nigga. When I left, nigga, TV wasn't like this, nigga. The TV was plain and simple, nigga. plug that shit in. If you had a cable box, plug that in, and that's it. Now, oh, you need the Wi-Fi. You need to download this. You need a Fire Stick. You need this. You gotta do what the fuck is all of this shit, man? Like, I says, what? Before you just plug the game into the TV, the one little wire, boop. Know what I mean? Plug that in there, plug that into the wall. It's on. You get good money. Now, log in, password, this, that, and third. Make storage room for this, storage room for that. Nigga, where the cartridges? Give me the cartridge. Hold up, y'all. My brother's harassing me. Hold up, y'all. My brother's harassing me. Yo, who playing basketball right now, y'all? Somebody in the chat, let me know. I'm about to get off live. You could call in 10 minutes. Hey, yo, man, shout out to everybody that patched in tonight, man. Yo, listen, man, holidays tomorrow. Hope y'all enjoy y'all holidays, man. Y'all be safe out there. People be drinking. So if you driving, be on point. You know what I mean? I'm out, man. The Knicks is on right now. Yo, that nigga Knipple getting busy on the Hornets. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, they crunching these niggas right now. As they should, though. That's non-competitive. Thunder Timberwolves. Thunder Timberwolves. Heat Bucks might be a good one. Raptors Pacers. Toronto getting busy this year. Their sleeper team. They came out. Toronto. Brandon Ingram going crazy over there. Pelicans Grizzly. I like that nigga Derek Queen in New Orleans. He getting busy. Warriors Rockets. I'm watching all of that. Trailblazers versus who? Versus Spurs. Wemby. Oh, it's lit all night. Who won that Celtics Pistons? Who won that Boston game? Cade Cunningham and them niggas going off too. Heat versus Bucks. Cup game. 63-65 Miami. Tyler Hero came back like he never left, right? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The NBA lit. Everywhere it got fired. Back in the days, it used to be teams who you never used to want to watch. Like, I'm not watching them niggas. Nowadays, you gonna miss some shit. I don't even know if y'all could watch every game like I could watch every game. Any game come on. That's Heat Bucks right now. Raptors Pacers. Let me see. That's that right here. That's on right now. What's this? Pelicans Grizzlies. That's on right now. They down 10. New Orleans. Oh man, come on, man. They down 12. Warriors Rockets. That's offline. They probably come on later. Kings versus Suns. Kings is playing like trash. Oh, let's go, Josh Hart. Oh, Knicks up 20. Knicks up 20, man. Heat Nation. Nah, I don't mess with the Miami Heat, man. I don't mess with the Miami Heat. New York Knicks, man. I don't mess with the Heat, man. Where's Giannis? Okay, Miles. Miles Turner got 21. He 8 for 10. Keep giving it to Miles Turner. I ain't gonna lie. Miami gonna be it ain't gonna be hard for anybody. Pause. With Tyler Hero, that kid Khalil Ware, Bam Adebayo, Hawkes, all of these niggas. And then with this fucking Norman Powell nigga, he just like, he 25. He like a 2028. Chalk him up for 20. 25. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas got a mob, son. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Them niggas. 114, 117, Boston. Okay, Boston. That's a good win for Boston right there. Yeah, Miami got a mob. Yo, I'm out of here. Y'all be safe.